Hello everybody and welcome to I Scrap Happy Video. This is another Imagine tutorial and I'm going to share with you guys the difference between true size versus relative size. This comes in handy when you're layering your different layers of your icons. So that's what I did on here. And on here I layered that sailboat and I layered the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so over here in my Imagine, I have my Imagine More Cricut cartridge loaded in, and we're going to be working with this icon. Ooh, sorry, it's a little shaky. And there are two ways to scroll through. Let me just share that with you quickly. You can either drag across like that, or you can use the little scroll bar down here at the bottom. So you can scroll through your different images and select the one you want to work with. Okay, so in this case today, I'm going to be working with that tag, this one, right here. So what I want to do first is I'm going to add it to my mat. By hitting add, and whatever shows up in this bar is what's on my mat. So when I hit next, it's going to show up on my mat. Now I want to layer this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit back and I'm going to hit this edit button. And instead of combine here, I'm going to hit layers. And I'm going to hit apply. So now you'll see my entire icon here, as well as its individual layers. For today's purposes, I am not going to layer this part of the icon, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not going to layer this part either, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I will not layer that part, so I'm going to get rid of it. The only layer I want is the strawberry and the word sweet. So everything up here is what's on my mat, so I'm going to hit next. So there we are. Now you'll notice my strawberry is way too tiny to layer on my image. And this is why. My image is set at a relative size of 4.5. Whichever one is white is the number we're working with. So it's either relative size or true size. But today we're going to be looking at relative size. So I'm going to hit apply. So my image is at 4.5 relative size. Now if I select sweet and I edit it, you will see that it's at a relative size of 2.0. Whichever one is white is the one we're working with. So that's why it doesn't layer properly, because it's too small. I need to increase the relative size to 4.5. So there we go. And I want to make sure that I'm working with the relative size and not the true size. Because if I hit apply, you will see that with relative size, it's the perfect size to layer on here. However, if I were to select the true size of 4.5 and hit apply, my image is way too big to layer. So you want to make sure that when you're layering, the size of your layers must be the relative size of the image that you are going to layer. So this is set to 4.5 relative size. The word sweet is set to a relative size of 4.5 as well. And my strawberry, I will now set to a relative size of 4.5, and we're working with the one that's highlighted in white. So hit apply, and now my strawberry is the perfect size to layer on there. Okay, so I have my mat ready, And I'm going to go ahead and cut and layer these images for you. Sorry about that. And on your Imagine, you'll notice it says insert mat here. So unlike your Expression, you do not insert the mat underneath the rolling bar. You insert it above. And you want to push it all the way in until it can't go anymore. And then I'm going to hit play. Or the little play button. And now it says add light pressure to mat and press go. So I'm going to press go. And I'm going to apply light pressure on my mat at the same time. Okay, it's ready and it's about to take my mat in. It's thinking. And it says preparing print job. So like your Expression, you want to make sure that you have enough space behind your machine so that the paper can go all the way back out of the machine and back in. So it's beginning to print and it's fairly quiet. It's not a noisy machine at all. Okay, so now we can see in the back it's coming out. And there we go. All three of our images are on there. So now it's going to take the mat back in and it's going to feed it through the bottom part of the machine. And it's going to cut. All done. Okay, so now just gonna peel away my white paper and I'm left with my images on my mat. So here we go. And I should be using my spatula for this, but it's way too far away right now. And I'm gonna get my word sweet. And my strawberry. And let me get my mat out of the way. Okay. And here we go. So, sweet, I can go ahead and pop it up on there, as well as my strawberry. And they fit perfectly. So that is how you layer your different layers off your icon using your Cricut Imagine. Hopefully this was helpful for someone. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!